Hello everyone, I'm K. Sadashiva. Welcome to my channel KLR Educators. This is a course on World Modern History and we will be running this course on every Sundays. So on every Sunday we will be having a course on World Modern History and on every Thursdays we will be having a course on Modern Indian History. So guys, those who are following my videos, I request you to watch those videos on modern Indian history also. So whatever the topics we are covering under this course, we will be having a deep discussion and deep analysis of all the topics. And also I request you guys to please make a running notes, which is a important part of your preparation. So if you have a running notes, you can revise things easily in future. So in our previous lecture, we were discussing about the reasons for the failure of Albany Congress. So I have discussed in detail everything about the events, and today we are going to discuss the events of the American Revolution. So let's start with our today's lecture. So these are the topics which we are going to cover under our course. So now we are discussing the American Revolution, and American Civil War will be discussed in the last. American Revolution. Events of the American Revolution. As the Albany Congress was unsuccessful because of some political reasons, initially there was no major revolt against the British rule by the Americans. So, because of the lack of unity among the British colonies in America, the Albany Congress was unsuccessful. So, initially there was no major revolt that was done by the Americans against the British. But because of many controversial acts and excessive exploitation done by the British, the Americans in the late 1760s started to fight against the British. So because of the many controversial acts that were passed by the British government and excessive exploitation that was done by the British, the Americans started to fight against the British. So what are these controversial acts? We have discussed in our previous video. So first go and watch those videos and you can come and later watch these videos. In the year 1766, Rockingham became the new Prime Minister of Britain. So it was the year 1766 when Rockingham became the new Prime Minister of Britain. He repealed the Stamp Act and some of the controversial acts that were passed earlier. So he was a person who repealed the Stamp Act and also some of the controversial acts that was passed earlier. So all the controversial acts that were passed by the British have been discussed in our previous video. So if you haven't watched that videos, I request you to watch those videos first. But he expressed that the British had all the powers to make laws for colonies, and as America is also a colony, any law made will be applicable to America also. But he expressed an important point that all the powers that the British had all the powers to make laws for the colonies. So America is also a British colony, so any law which will be made, it will be applicable to America also. But the Americans replied that they will pay tax only to their representatives. So the Americans replied that they will be paying tax only to their representatives. In the year 1767, Charles Townshend, the Chancellor of Exchequer, declared tax on essential goods including tea. So again, one of the controversial acts was passed, and Charles Townshend, who was the Exchequer Chancellor of Exchequer at that time, declared tax on essential goods including tea. So this enraged Americans, and as this was very much exploitative in nature, Americans protested at Boston, and on 5th March 1770 there was a Boston massacre. So the law which was passed by this Charles Townshend was very much exploitative in nature, and Americans protested at Boston, and on 5th March 1770 there was Boston massacre. So what was this Boston massacre? In the year 1770, Lord North became the new PM of Britain and waived all the controversial acts except on tea. So as these Americans were fighting against the British, there came some kind of relief that in the year 1770, Lord North, who became the new Prime Minister of Britain, waived all the controversial acts except on tea. So he waived all the remaining controversial acts, but the tax on tea was applicable still now. So the Americans protested and they didn't allow any ships to enter America, and ships turned away at New York and Philadelphia. So the Americans protested against the controversial law that was imposing tax on tea, and they didn't allow any ships to enter America, and ships turned away at New York and Philadelphia. So whatever the ships were that were coming towards America, that were diverted, and the ships didn't enter the ports of New York and Philadelphia. Hutchinson, who was the governor of Massachusetts, challenged that he will unload tea for sure at the Boston. So the governor of Massachusetts, Hutchinson, he challenged that he will unload tea at the Boston port for sure. So this challenge was accepted by the Americans, and on December 16, 1773, Americans decided to carry out a tea party known as Boston Tea Party. Tea party in the sense it is not a conventional tea party where they will be having a tea, but in this tea party they dumped all the tea that was coming in the ships. So on December 16, 1773, Americans decided to carry out a tea party known as Boston Tea Party. So Americans under Samuel Adams dumped all the tea from ships into the ocean. So the ships which were loaded with tea which entered the Boston port, this all tea was dumped into the ocean by the Samuel Adams and his followers. So in this image you can clearly see how the entire tea was dumped into the ocean by Samuel Adams and his followers. So this was the Boston Tea Party, and this is also known as Boston Massacre. In 1774, the British passed the Intolerable Act, which was a package of 4 important provisions in reply to the Boston Tea Party. So will you think that British will remain silent on this Boston Tea Party? The answer is exactly no. So in reply of this Boston Tea Party, the Britishers passed Intolerable Act in the year 1774. So in the 1774, the British passed Intolerable Act, which was a package of 4 important provisions. So what were the provisions? So no political meeting will be allowed, closing of Boston until the culprits of Boston Tea Party were punished, compensation for tea. Finally, in the year 1774, there was first Continental Congress, and because of the King, George III sent his army to America under General Gage. So in the year 1774, there was first Continental Congress, and because of this Congress, as it was violating the Intolerable Act, King George III sent his army to America under General Gage. So General Gage was the person who was leading the army in America there 1774. So America under George Washington in the year 1776 met and declared independence of America under Third Continental Congress. So the rift between these Americans and British was continuing, and finally in the year 1776, Americans under the George Washington met and declared independence of America under the Third Continental Congress. Again, this violated the provision of the Intolerable Act. So after 5 years of war, means there was 5 years of war from 1776 to 1783, Lord Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown to Washington, and Britain signed an agreement of freedom. So there was 5 years of war between the Americans and the British from the year 1776 to 1801. The Americans was led by George Washington and the British were led by Lord Cornwallis. So Lord Cornwallis was the person who surrendered at Yorktown, and this battle is also known as the Battle of Yorktown. And Lord Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, and finally there was an agreement of freedom that was signed by the British, and now the Americans are free from the British rule. So we have discussed about Lord Cornwallis in our modern Indian history also. So we have discussed about him when we discussed all the regulating acts. So he was a person who surrendered at Yorktown to Washington, and later he was appointed as Governor General of India when he came back to India during the Pitt's India Act of 1784. So watch that videos of modern Indian history, you will be getting everything in detail. So finally the American got independence in the year 1781 under the George Washington. So this was the event in which there was signing of agreement between the British officials and the American officials, and finally where the Americans got freedom from the British rule. So with this we are concluding our today's session, and we have completed entire course on American Revolution. So those who are watching my videos, I request you again to make a running notes which will be useful for your future reference. And also in our next lecture we will be discussing about the French Revolution, Hope you understood everything and all the events under the American Revolution. So if you like my video, please give a like, share these videos to your friends who are preparing for many competitive examinations, and also subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. So thanks for watching my video. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind.